Amani, JB got so many condo already. RTS area too many project. Later cannot rent out. How?
As a person that has been selling RTS condo for years, I understand why you are worried. But me myself, I've done a market survey and talked to investors, owners, Singapore commuters, tenants, and even Airbnb operator. But I personally think you are taking this the wrong way. Today, I'm not here to blindly say everything sure make money. No. Actually, according to property study, Johor is one state which is oversupply. But over the years, if you make the study, oversupply have been decreased recently, especially near RTS area. And those still oversupply are outskirt place like this ghost town and ... area lah. Okay, so you have to study. Those compared to those is taking 50 minutes, 25 minutes away from RTS, and those which is walking distance to RTS, the demand of those working in Singapore is very, very different. I, as a frontliner doing selling and renting, I overcome this. Many of my listing here, for those in RTS area and non-RTS area, the time from us to find the tenant is very different. For those in RTS area, actually we can get the tenant as fast as 1 to 2 weeks, which shows the demand is still very high. Imagine from 2 hours travel distance daily, shortened to just 7 to 10 minutes daily, how big is the huge impact to commuters for those working in Singapore earning Sing dollar for Malaysians. Apart from that, you have to know what is the job opportunities here. With SEZ coming in, Johor have the top investment in Malaysia. A lot of foreigner investors in China for data center, Microsoft and etc. already confirmed here. So the economy and job opportunities is there. And those working branch manager and so on, where will they be staying? And then we also have a very good neighbor, which is Singapore. Their property from every new launch is selling 2,000, 3,000 per square feet Sing dollar, and comparable to this 10 minutes or 5 minutes RTS link, you can buy 3 times to 6 times cheaper. Imagine how much will they save. Singapore and JB after this will be just like from Johor Bahru to Mount Austin. How do you think? As an agent on the ground, I have noticed something interesting have been changed. Buyer nowadays won't look at the facilities. They now will be asking, can walk to RTS or not? How soon can we reach the shopping mall? How convenient is it? How is the rental demand? And how's the future liquidity and the asset plan? So, the demand for this walking distance to RTS is at the peak now. Even last year, as soon as the announcement of RTS, we agents are very busy. Some already earning 20 to 30% increments of their condos. Imagine after the RTS has launched in end of 2026 and 2027, what will be the demand coming in? And as we've done a market survey, we are almost similar to like Shenzhen and Hong Kong. Shenzhen and Hong Kong actually from those days to now, they are also like have this very different of the property price. And then, of course, our people is not as much as them, but Singapore population is very huge. Plus their age 60 and above population is actually gaining increment and already over 20% now. Imagine those people after this very lazy to travel. Now very fast can travel. From frequently Fridays, Saturdays, normal visitor will increase for daily, almost daily for those who are not working, pensioners. Will they travel? Just like travel to Austin from JB? Imagine that. Recent years, actually, we have been receiving a lot of inquiry for those Singapore planning to pension in Johor Bahru. Why? First thing is they can rent out their HDB, which is at a very good price, and then retire here. Why they like Johor Bahru? First, our lifestyle is like more slow and steady, and population is not as packed as Singapore. And of course, the way they spend here compared to Singapore, they can save much more. And then here, the food, the massage center, and the health facilities really attracts them more. I myself have been selling to a lot of pensioners the condos here, especially those near to RTS, and also some prefer a bigger land which they can do their gardening, landed house a bit far apart from RTS. And there will be also people which will want to try to rent out here in JB since the RTS is already here and they can easily travel in and out of Johor and Singapore and still can keep contact, very close contact with their sons and their grandson and daughter in Singapore. Think about it, this is already a very huge market. And furthermore, I have even have inquiry from those Singaporean plan to rent here or stay here because of the RTS is already here, because of the increment of the rental and the increment of the cost living in Singapore. So actually, the market is very huge. If you're thinking oversupply, can you think over again and again? Is it oversupply? Or you haven't seen where is the demand coming from? Now let's talk about Airbnb. A lot of people underestimate the effect of RTS. It says by one of the NUS economy professor that it's a game changer. So now everyone already know, a lot of Singaporean and those working in Singapore, they will travel to Johor Bahru for the foods and everything. So now with this RTS coming in, the further demand of this Airbnb for those looking for conveniences, walkability to this eateries area, massage area, and no need to take Grab. Imagine every hour they have additional 10k of people in RTS station, and EART is yet to confirm on the details. So where do the demand goes? Of course, those next to RTS and walking distance to RTS, correct or not? And those with link bridge and without link bridge also play a role. They will be like, Johor Bahru, Malaysia, raining a lot. If without link bridge, how are you going to cross? With your wet legs? And also a safety issue will be more secured with the link bridge. And then for those in RTS area, one of my owner, which is just RTS beside Twin Tower and Tri Tower, their Airbnb actually is doing very good in recent years. And of course, Airbnb you must take from those responsible and experienced. I won't say that a lot of operators is not good, but then there are operators with just one-man show, taking 30 to 40 minutes and all managed by mates. And there will be no maintenance. Why they want to maintain? Every maintenance is bear by owner. And Airbnb, you must get a reputable which manage well for you, which is a very good potential now, especially those with link bridge and walking distance, with very conveniences just below shopping malls or just have this walking distance to shopping malls. I will say City Square now, if you read the news, they are overgoing this major construction. They will do refurbishment to welcome this RTS, and we will also have this Capital Land Shopping Mall, which is already confirmed and signed and official launch just last week. This will be two major shopping malls which will be the main attraction for those Airbnb staff here. Now this part is important. A lot of my customers will ask, should I buy RTS area or non-RTS area? Why? Because the price is huge different. From the price you can know why RTS area is much more potential. RTS area is, you have to know now the rental and demand all because of Singapore spillover. If you already buy non-RTS area, how will the spillover be? How long will the factor take times? Okay, but of course, non-RTS area is much more suitable for those retirement, homestay, and if you're targeting for local rental with local rental affordability. For those in RTS area, of course, is you're targeting for those elite working in Singapore, for those pensioners in Singapore, and those looking for conveniences and commuter-driven. So both, if you compare rebel and you have a budget, actually I will recommend for RTS area. If you don't have budget and you're looking for a more spacious and comfortable area, don't want like high density or very packed area, then you can consider for non-RTS. Non-RTS area, actually there's some potential which is quite good location, like maybe Lakin area, Kemuting or Pelangi area, or Iskandar Putri area, whereby your ROI is still very good, and they also have those with this shuttle bus provided and very good conveniences to makan place and shopping area. These are the place which you can consider. Don't ever think about those more than 20 minutes or 30 minutes for investment. There will be a very huge distance and the long journey for those commuters. I have friends or my buyers which is they're looking for landed, but in Masai, yes, the price is very attractive, 500k for a double story, but then in the end they are renting in RTS area. Why? Ayo, penat lah, I travel every day, go back, and already how many hours? 3 hours only they can reach their workplace. At the end, they say, hey, can you help me rent out? Then, okay, no problem. But what's the rental then? 1,500 lor for a 4-bedroom. So you can expect that. Then when you want to sell, that area, no future demand, no government plan, no development, what is the price are you going to sell? For sure, you can't get a good investment, can't get a good price. So my advice is, if you have the budget, you want to look for good potential tenant, go for RTS. If you're looking for lower entry price, you don't have much budget, your loan cannot cater it, you can consider a bit outskirts, not too much. Actually, if you can control between 3 to 5 kilometers from RTS will be good. Personally, I think RTS will be the biggest transformation Johor Bahru have ever been seen. When you buy a property, it's not looking for the cheapest one will benefit you, but the one who know where's the human future movement is going to be. This is just my personal market survey observation based on my experience in property ground and hospitality for 10 years. If you want to have an analysis on Airbnb market, what is the risk for those taking RTS condo, those to avoid to buy, and what is the market rental analysis, Comment RTS below or contact me personally and follow me for real property perspective from someone which work in this market daily. Thank you.